I think it's like this dream that people say,
Yeah,
like
I
work-life
think so.
balance. And I'm like, that doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist, no.
It's not a thing. Nobody does that.
Nope. That's why I don't get sleep
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to have the balance, and there's no balance.
There is no balance.
No.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. There are no work-life balances. It's not a realistic thing.
Nope, not at all. I just don't like making fun of people, so yeah.
Like I do, but like in the comfort of like my own home, or like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like it's natural to make fun of people and like say
Right.
like things that like aren't necessarily mean, but you're just like saying something fun.
Right.
And then it's like, shit, like I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna go on stage with like 3 jokes, and like what if mine aren't as like harsh as the other person's are? And then like they just murder you. And you're just like, oh, okay.
It honestly isn't that bad. It really isn't. You get up there and then they're roasting you, and then the audience, if they laugh, well then you have no choice but to eat it. But then it's all over when you step off stage. Nobody really cares. So
Yeah.
it's really not as bad as it may seem getting roasted on. Like while it's happening, like I got the worst of it. Like so
You literally got the brunt of it.
yeah, I was like, that never happens in Pittsburgh or nothing. Like, so I not only got roasted, but the audience turned on me too, and didn't even. And I even said why, because they were like, why? I even said why, and dude was still like, finish him, and they all just still turned on me. They didn't give a fuck, and I was like, so it's a little bit different. Like when the person next to you is getting on you, it's a little bit different because you're like, I don't care, it's supposed to happen,
Right.
But when the audience does it, it's
Like shit.
yeah, I was like, that's like I was laughing because it was funny, but at the same time, I was like, damn,
Like, calm down, guys.
right.
Finish him. It's like the most aggressive like, statement in the world at like a comedy show. Like,
He yelled at
finish him.
I don't know if you ever played Mortal Kombat. But
No.
He yelled it like the Mortal Kombat guy. I'll play it.
Please do.
He definitely yelled it just like the guy on Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god, that I don't know how one recovers from that.
You get pissed off.
I think I would lay at bed at night and hear like finish him. Like
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, it definitely did mess me up a little bit. That
how could it not? That's traumatizing.
a little bit. He yelled it like that, but it was like louder and he like more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But he yelled it in like that kind of voice, and that's because there's different voices. That's just one of them. So I can't really.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I don't
you
like
have to play
that.
the game to hear the other ones. But that's what it was like. And right after that, the crowd just went crazy. They all were saying shit at me. Like if they could throw stuff, I'm pretty sure they would have.
I was just gonna ask if they threw stuff at you or if they were nice enough to like not throw
No, they didn't throw anything. But the thing about Chicago is, so there is a show out there where they'll throw tomatoes. They're allowed to throw tomatoes at you. So
No.
like that's the whole point of the show is they'll throw tomatoes at you on stage.
Like I love that, but like I also don't love that.
Yeah, because what if that shit break and then you got it on your shirt?
Right, and then it
stuff?
stains my shirt.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if they're fake or if they're real, but I know they're allowed to throw some sort of tomato at you.
I kind of hope it's real because if it's fake, like wouldn't it be like a hard tomato just like being
Yeah,
thrown at
probably.
you? That could be a lot. You have glasses, like that could be problematic. I don't even know how we like got on the subject.
That's why I actually really like Chicago's comedy scene because it's just so much more. It's a lot more unpredictable, and it's a lot more energetic. I don't really like low energy places to be in general,
Right.
Especially for comedy. Like if there's not much energy, it's just not fun to me.
Well, it's not a good show. Like who wants to
Yeah.
do a low energy comedy show?
Yeah, it's a lot of Pittsburgh shows sadly are like that though.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that vibe.
And I don't have a lot of fun with it, and that's why I really like Chicago's scene.
I'd like to go visit and just
It's fun.
explore a little bit more.
It's fun. A lot of their comics are very nice and welcoming out there as well. So
What's your favorite places to go to there?
there,
Yeah, in Chicago.
I haven't been to too many because there's a bunch. Like there's a lot more clubs in the Midwest than like on the East Coast in the New York area. Because I went to New York too. I don't really care for New York's comedy scene to be quite honest. But my favorite place is the Lincoln Lodge out in
Okay.
Chicago. That's actually where I'm recording the
Is it
special.
interesting? That's where you're filming your special
Yeah,
at.
yeah. The Lincoln Lodge Comedy. I don't know if it's a club or a theater. They got a bar. I think they have pay. If you Google it, it comes up as a comedy club, but
Okay.
comedy theater is in the name. So I don't know if they just named it after theater because Chicago's a theater city,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's actually a theater. I don't know.
Debate which it is. Nobody
I don't
knows.
know, but
Hybrid of
it's
both.
treated like a club though.
Okay.
So it is pretty cool. I like that. That's probably my favorite place in stand up in general.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah.
So how many people does it seat?
There's 3 rooms, so each room
Okay.
is different. So one room has about 40, the other has about 60, the other one has a little over 100.
It's pretty decent, like
Yeah.
seating options. So I'm gonna ask you what I may have asked you before. Are you excited about your special tapings?
I'm not. I just, I'm not at all.
Okay, elaborate.
I'm ready to just to do it at this point. Because it's one of those things like, when you have a date for so long to
Yeah.
whatever it is, and you're really excited at one point, and then at a certain point, you're just like, this is stressful. I want to get it over with.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with it. I'm just ready to get both of them over with. And, so yeah, and plus I'm tired of posting about them.
Yeah.
I want to start.
Not posting about them.
Yeah, but when I wasn't posting about them, I was always asking at like midnight, 1 a.m. Anyone want to play Fortnite? And like, so that was all.
Main concern here.
I kind of want to start doing that shit again though, because before I was taking it more serious, like stand up more seriously, I was actually relaxing and having fun whenever. But now since the specials, I haven't been having much fun.
Understandable. You're grinding, like you're preparing yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
it's annoying. I'm
It's
tired.
annoying.
Yeah,
I
because
love it.
like I worked before that. Like I was working hard before that in a lot of different avenues. But then once the specials took over, I kind of had to put the other things I were doing. I had to put them on the back burner, and I'm kind of just ready to even things out again,
Right.
and start working on other stuff more often. And so yeah.
Have a balance to your life again.
Yeah, it's stand up all the time now.
Yeah.
And I'm
Which
tired
is
of it.
fun, but like it can be exhausting.
Yeah, very. It'll make you want to just stop everything, and it'll make you hate your life because you're like, I got to do this for stand up. I got to do that. And I feel like I'm serious because look at my face. Look at my face. like, there was no grin, nothing.
No amusement, just no happiness,
None.
no sparkle in the eye.
Because that's exactly what it's like. When it gets bad, it gets bad. But when it's fun, it's fun.
It is.
And I want to just have fun with it. And like, it's not bad. It's just I don't want to take it as seriously as I am anymore.
Right. You're ready to, put all your material together, get it out there.
Yeah, like I want to start working on my social media stuff again. That's what I really want to do anyways. Like stand up is not kind of the secondary thing. I wasn't supposed to record a special this soon. Like this was all just it was random.
It just happened.
Yeah, legit. It just happened. I didn't want to do so. My plan coming into the new year.
How did this go? How did we get here? Make sure you go to his tapings.
Please.
So excited.
So, honestly, even though it doesn't seem like I'm excited, part of me is.
joking.
I'm just stressed.
Yes.
But yeah, my plans coming into the new year, I actually was recording an album, because it was a lot cheaper, and I actually had some favors coming in, so it was actually going to be for free.
Nice.
And so I was going to put out 2 albums, or at least 1 album.
Okay.
And because I really just wanted it to be a resume piece. I didn't care for it to really do anything else. I had a marketing plan to get a promotion marketing plan to get the word out there about it, and because I wanted the album to chart. Because if I had this album and it doesn't chart, well then the resume piece isn't as strong. So I was like, I'm gonna try to do what I can to get it to chart and let it be that. I don't really care about it.
Right.
So I really didn't care about making it good either. I was just kind of I was gonna wing it because at that point I was like, I don't care much for stand up like at the moment. I care more about social media, and so I was just doing the special, and then I was gonna go do social media stuff and not really worry about stand up. Whatever happens, happens. But in December, late November, this production company saw that I was recording an album, and they were like, "Hey, you want to do a special?" And then we talked about it, and I was like, "Okay, this seems like a decent deal. I'm not outputting any money up front, so I was like, why not?"
Literally,
so
why not?
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna. Probably not going to get that kind of deal too often. And I was like, it kind of just fell in my lap. Like I didn't reach out for it. I wasn't looking for it. It kind of just literally fell into my lap. And we made it a special. And then I was like, fuck it. Let's just make the one in Pittsburgh a special too. It's not an album anymore because I have people here who ended up giving me a favor for that too. So I got 2 free special recordings
I mean,
that weren't supposed to happen.
like, fuck. Like, if you're getting 2 free specials,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly. So I was like, it's just too good of an opportunity to just pass up. And then once that happened, I started to take it a lot more seriously. And now it's just stressful.
That's understandable.
Because what happened was I wasn't even motivated for stand up. I kind of wanted to just stop. That's why I was saying I was going to put the album out, try to have it chart, and then whatever happens. I was just going to do social media, and I was going to make a decision by the end of this year to quit stand up for good or not. But then I got the specials, and I was like, that opens a whole nother realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
And so then I started really to take it seriously, and now I'm just ready to. I've come to the conclusion that even after these specials, I'm still going to put stand up on the back seat and just do everything else. And whatever happens in stand up still happens. But yeah, at least I'll have a special out.
I think it's a good attitude to have. Like, you have the specials, you're putting all your energy and your effort into it. They're done. Once they're done, they're out, and then you move on.
Right. And I was like, instead of just having an album, I'll have the special for a resume. So I basically just switched. It just switched from an album to a special as a resume piece, and whatever comes of it, and try to figure out how we could do numbers with the special and how we can get it on streaming platforms and things of such. So I am very excited for it, but I'm also really not excited for it at the same time. It's too different. You know how you have an angel and a devil thing, like that whole stigma?
Yes.
It's kind of one of those things. The angel, excuse me, I'm sorry. The angel is like, yeah, this is really cool. I'm really excited for it. These are all the things that can happen, but the devil is like, no, this shit's ass. We're stressed out.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's like we're stressed out. These are all the negative things that can happen, and they're possibly more likely to happen. And so that it's like one of those things. Like when I first started stand-up comedy, like that part of me is like, yo, it's really happening. But the anxious part of me, for lack of a better word, is just like all this can go wrong. And so,
Right. Because so much, can, but so much
Right.
cannot go wrong either.
Right, exactly.
So.
And that's what my girlfriend keeps trying to tell me. And I'm just like, no, it's not real. Like, it's not realistic. Something's not going to go right.
I mean, that's life. I mean, something's
right.
going to go wrong probably, but hopefully it's nothing too problematic and you'll be okay.
I mean, so far a bunch is going wrong before we even leave. Like 3 things have went wrong already. So apparently my sound guy isn't going to be there at the Chicago show, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not going to say it's not a bad thing, but it's not exactly hurting the show because the people who are running the special are just going to take over the audio. Okay. So that's not really going to affect too much, I don't think. One of the people who were supposed to be on the show, I don't want to call them openers, but one of the people who were supposed to be on the show, he dropped. So that kind of heightened costs for us as a whole, and that kind of hurt a lot.
Hurt his heart and soul.
Yeah, I didn't even care about. I was worrying about my pockets. It hurt the pockets more than anything. I was like, fuck. And then my brother was supposed to come, and I was really excited for that. But ultimately, him not coming isn't affecting the trip. He just got a lot of schoolwork and can't come, but he really didn't contribute anything. It was kind of just like a family thing. I want him to be there.
Right.
But a few things definitely have went wrong a little bit, just a little bit before the show. I'm hoping that's all that goes wrong.
Hey, maybe if they're out of the way now, by the time it comes, it won't there won't be no catastrophes. Like, it's gonna run smoothly.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping the L's are coming first, and then afterwards we're
get some W's.
Yeah.
We're gonna hope for good things for you.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not really worried about too much. Audience member, that's really it. Is like, will the room fill? I don't have I'm not running this show, so I'm not able to see ticket sales. So I don't know how tickets are going. So
Oh.
that's been really like killing me.
Yeah, how it would be
So
hard to not be anxious when you can't physically see it.
yeah, and honestly, I think that's the main thing. If we can get people in there, I think it's gonna be a good night. But if people aren't gonna be in there, then yeah,
Right. It's just not going to be the same like atmosphere that you want.
exactly, yeah.
So are you doing two different specials? Like, is it two sets of material or is it all like the same and then you're cutting it?
It's too different.
Oh my God, that's a lot. All right. I understand the stress
Yeah,
now.
so like some of the content's gonna overlap but ultimately the stuff that overlaps under contract is gonna get cut out of the second one. So, but there will be content told in the second one that is not told in the first one.
That's wild. That's a lot of work. That's a
Yeah.
lot of material to have. Okay, this is all making sense now. That was like my biggest question when you were talking about. It's like, oh, like maybe he's doing the same thing. They're cutting it. It's gonna be kind of cool, like in two different locations. But you're just going
Two
badass. You're doing two
completely different
separate
projects.
things. Yeah.
Well, see the one tomorrow, I don't have as much creative freedom over it as far as like cuts and stuff goes. Like I have
Okay.
100% creative freedom over what goes into the special as far as content. But as far as like what's shown before the show and after the show, like those kind of cuts I have no freedom over whatsoever. I don't believe anyways. We didn't discuss it. And looking at their other work, I don't think anyone else really had much of a say.
Gotcha.
So the difference between, like, I'm excited for both of them for different things. Like the one in Chicago, the company that I'm working with, there's a lot of pluses with working with them.
Okay.
Via connections and things like that. And then the people that I'm working with in the Pittsburgh one, it's more creative freedom. So I
Gotcha.
can have the special to be in the style that I originally intended it to be. So I'm excited about them for different things. Like the Pittsburgh one is definitely going to be more unique, I think, as far as like scenes goes, because I don't want to do it like the traditional stand-up specials, like how they all have sketches and stuff before their shows. I don't want to do that. I want mine to be vlog style, going back to my social media roots, because that's how I started everything. Yeah, so I want it to be like first person vlog style. Of course there's going to be different scenes because I'm going to be doing different things, but it's just going to be more personal essentially. So you can actually see who I am and like things that I do, and so
Right, and get to know you as a person.
Yeah.
And then see your stand up. I think it's going to be really nice together.
yeah, and so that actually makes up for the lack of content, because there's not going to be as much content in the second one as far as stand up goes. So we're supposed to record me doing like street interviews and things like that, and like a bunch of different stuff, and basically just going to put it into this special. But it's not really going to be it's not a traditional stand-up special whatsoever. It's going to be more of an indie YouTube thing.
I'm
So.
excited to see it. I think it's going to be
Yeah,
really
me too.
cool.
Me too. Yeah. I'm hoping it gets received pretty well. So
I think it definitely will. So, all right. So we talked about the one in Chicago. When's the one in Pittsburgh happening?
it is February 9th, which is a Thursday at 8 p.m. at Corner Cafe on the South Side.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the room's actually really nice. Billy Gardell used to run in it. You know who Billy Gardell is? Yeah, me neither. I don't I don't know. People,
No.
yeah, Pittsburgh people, whenever they talk about him to me, they get really excited. I never heard anything bad about him. I'm just like, I don't know the guy, but apparently, apparently,
Okay.
apparently he's on Mike and Molly though. He's one of the people on there.
Is he the main?
I
He's
don't-
Mike, right?
I don't know.
'Cause he's from Pittsburgh, so I think I know who we're talking about. Now. I know nothing about him other than that.
Yeah, I've never watched Mike and Molly, so
Okay.
I don't know.
I've seen a few episodes here and there. I mean, it's a sitcom.
Yeah, see, I didn't really watch sitcoms, so that's probably why I don't know. Before I started stand up, I never paid attention to anything comedy.
Really?
Yeah, but other than movies, I didn't watch comedy.
You didn't
Movies
watch
and like
stand-up?
Nick Disney shows and films, I did not watch comedy. Did not watch stand up whatsoever. I hated it.
That's wild. I didn't realize you didn't like it, or I don't know. I feel like most people that do it, like I was obsessed with it. Like I still like watch it all the time. No.
Yeah,
No.
I've noticed a lot of people who do stand up tend to really like it. Before I hated it. I did not like stand. I still don't.
You
It's
are one of a kind, Joey.
I just like Kevin Hart. I didn't
Okay.
like stand up. I liked Kevin Hart.
Right.
And I started doing stand up because my cousin does stand up, and I was like, oh. So I went to see a show, and he talked me into trying it, and so I tried it, and I just kept doing it. But at the time, I was just looking for another way out, basically out the hood. I wasn't trying to actually do stand up because I liked it.
So it kind of fell into your lap.
Yeah.
As is this special.
Yeah, like everything. Honestly, if you really want to talk about it, the majority of the things that I've gotten from entertainment, specifically stand up, have just fallen in my lap. I don't try for this shit. No, that's a lie. I do try. I try a lot actually, but a lot of the opportunities that I've gotten, the majority of them literally just fell into my lap. I wasn't looking for them.
Just hashtag blessed. It just, happened.
Like legitimately, like every single one of my credits that I have, every of my platform credits, I was not looking for those opportunities. They all came to me, and that seems to just be how things keep going. So,
well, it's obviously working. So just keep doing.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, exactly.
Don't try for anything. Just no stand up. You'll get like 4 other specials. Netflix will call. You'll just be like, I guess.
Hashtag minimal effort. That's what I'm going to call the special too. Minimal effort.
I love that so much. You have to, absolutely. I have a running theory that sometimes you should only put in 70% because then, you're giving enough. But like if you're at a bare minimum and your bare minimum 70, like,
yeah, honestly, I'll say that's actually about what I do unintentionally. I never go 100%. I used to, but then I realized when you go 100%, you exhaust yourself.
You do.
And so you can't go 100% all the time.
And then if you don't give 100%, then you let people down. They're
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't you. This isn't your work ethic. And I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, it's weird how things play out. Like I've come to the recent understanding, at least it makes sense to myself. Like I believe in energies and things, so whatever you put out, you're gonna get back in. And so I've kind of reasoned that as the reason why I've gotten the opportunities that I have gotten. I wasn't exactly looking for them, but because I put in the work and the energy towards it, something ultimately came back to me, and it just came back in those forms. And I think that about everything. If you are working hard, it doesn't have to be 100%, but if you are working hard at something, you are bound to get something back. That's just how, at least how I believe it. Anyways.
I completely agree with that.
So if you put in no work, you're not going to get nothing. There's nothing.
Right. Like you got to put some effort in. And if you want something and you keep trying for it, I do believe it's eventually going to happen.
Right. Right. Yeah, I agree.
I totally agree with that. So I do want to talk about some of your other things because you do a million things. Like you do a lot of things. So let's talk about Shotgun Creative because I didn't know that you were doing that.
I forgot I was doing that. That's what the specials have done. Okay. I just completely forgot. So Shotgun Creative is a media company that I'm trying to start up with videography and photography and video editing. I actually prefer the video end, but I will do photography. I actually just got my backdrop set up and stuff the other day.
Very cool.
So, yeah. I just got a new backdrop set up, and so I am going to do photography, but eventually I plan on leaning away from photography and just doing solely video stuff. So
the video you edited from the show that we did at Cafe Conmigo was amazing. Like it was cut so well. It was so smooth. I honestly didn't even realize you were taking half the video that you actually took. I was like, what did he even take that?
Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, I really enjoy it. And one thing I noticed, because my girlfriend kind of pointed it out to me, I was on the phone with her when I was editing my first client's promotional video for their business. She noticed how excited I was for it, and because I'm not gonna lie, when I do a lot of my work anymore, I'm just not excited. It's just me working with a straight face.
I can't imagine.
The face I made earlier. The face I made earlier when I explained how stand-up was. That's the same face I make whenever I do all of my work.
Have you ever seen the emoji with just like the eyes? Just, like, lies? When I ever think of you ever again, it's just gonna be that emoji.
Yes. That's the emotion
Always
I put into
displeased.
everything. Never thought of it like that, but yeah, I kind of am. I hate
But
to
in a fun way.
hate to admit it.
It's fun.
But yeah, like I'm obviously excited to do a lot of my work, but I was a lot more excited. Like I was excited enough to where I actually showed emotion, and that does not happen that often. So that's when I was like, yeah, I really want to try to do this more often for people, because I didn't realize how much I actually enjoyed, because I actually went to school for that kind of stuff. And in school, I hated it because I didn't like working for other people.
Yeah.
Because I was more so in my head about their product, because my teacher was like, you have to listen to what they want, listen to them. Well, my teacher also was trying to bully us on our projects. And I was like, I don't like this. And
Like
so,
no creative freedom.
yeah, we had no creative freedom on our own projects. And so I was like, I don't really like this. So I never really pursued it.
Yeah.
I was like, I like making them for myself, like doing all my own shoots and edits and all that. Edits. Wow. Edits.
I agreed. I'm like, yes, the edits.
And
That's where we're at. Doing well.
And so I only like doing my own projects. And I had my first client's project, and I was like, I actually enjoy this. This is pretty cool, because I'm not being bullied about how to make this. Like, if you want, like, because you're supposed to tell us as like a graphic designer how you tell them what you want. You're supposed to do the same thing with video editors and videographers. So I don't mind that. Just don't bully me about it.
Right. Like, you need criticism, like,
Yeah.
to get better, but, like, not to be bullied into doing something you don't want to creatively do.
Yeah. And she was just, it wasn't our projects, basically, because she would take our ideas and tell us our stuff was bad. And she was like, I want it like it should be like this. I want it like this. But we're not making these projects for you. These are for our grades to make sure we know what we're doing.
Right, right.
And I really didn't enjoy that. And so, like I said, I didn't pursue it. But now that I'm actually pursuing it again, I really enjoy it. So I'm trying to actually make it a thing for just in case social media and stand-up don't work out. I'm hoping that is a thing. But even if it does work out, like I already thought of future plans I want to do for it. So I actually wanted to work out legitimately regardless of how stand-up and social media go. Because I always wanted to also be my own business owner.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense with what you're doing with stand-up and social media, like doing like the editing and videos and photography. It kind of all marries together into one thing.
It does,
so I think it makes a lot of sense for you. I noticed you were very excited about it because when we had a conversation after the show, you seemed excited about it. Like you just seemed so, like into it. And like I didn't even know you were doing that. And I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, I didn't know I wanted to do it until like October, November. And so I had to put it on pause, all that stuff. Basically, I had to put everything on pause for the specials because I don't want to have a terrible product for the special.
Right.
And whenever the specials are over, like I said, I'm gonna resume everything else, and I need to get a new logo for it and start reaching out again. But yeah,
for sure. And you're posting reels and TikToks like all the time. I'm like, do you sleep?
No, no, legitimately, I'll go to sleep at like 4 a.m. and wake up at like 9, 8, 9, if that.
Oh God.
But then I end up falling asleep, and I sleep in the afternoon. No
naps. Just
no. And the worst part is I don't even be working. Like after like 11 o'clock, I don't do anything. I just sit there and watch YouTube.
You're getting inspiration. You are like working, right? It's like technically no. You're like no. I was trying to help you. I was trying to like justify it for you.
No, I mean sometimes, yeah. No, that is the case. Sometimes I will actually just go and start trying to get inspiration, but most of the time, no. Well, I don't do that because I'm trying to like shut down for the day. Because all day, like I do nothing but work or think about how I can make things work, and so whenever I'm at night, I try to shut down completely to where I don't look at stuff for inspiration anymore. I'm just trying to be entertained.
Yeah, you have to shut your mind off at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
And not have the wheels just like constantly like spinning and
Right.
thinking and being creative. Like,
Right,
it
yeah.
takes a lot of energy.
Yes.
And that's all you do. I mean, you're constantly just creating. So it would take a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's annoying. I mean, like when you have a job, like a regular job, it's very annoying because you have to plan around that, and so it's but even at your job, you can't shut it off because you have to think about future projects when you're not at your job. So
Yeah.
it's really annoying. So at night, I usually really just try to just shut it all off. Whether I'm playing games because I'm just trying to relax or something, or watching something, I just try to shut it off.
It's called work-life balance. Yeah, which I don't have. So I
don't have it
get
either.
I don't know that anyone truly does. Like, I think it's like this dream that people say,
Yeah,
like
I
work-life
think so.
balance. And I'm like, that doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist, no.
It's not a thing. Nobody does that.
Nope. That's why I don't get sleep
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to have the balance, and there's no balance.
There is no balance.
No.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. There are no work-life balances. It's not a realistic thing.
Nope, not at all. You can only have two. Actually, that doesn't make sense to what you said.
Yeah. No.
I said that you can only have two.
You can only have two. Well,
Yeah.
work and life.
Yeah, that's all you said.
Basically it.
Well, I was thinking, because back in high school, we used to say you either have a social life, you work, or something else. I can't remember the other one, but it was like you can only have two of the three, and that's what I was thinking of. But I was like, that's not what you said.
It relates to it.
Yeah.
You know, I do think you have to choose.
Yeah, it's terrible.
There's only so much time in a day.
Yeah, and then like everyone, so like when you do stand up, you're up late while everyone else is sleeping. Right? You know how many times I go online at 1 a.m. talking about y'all want to play Fortnite or Roblox and people don't respond? Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every single
Every
time.
time. And then I randomly find a comedian online at like 3 a.m. who's playing Fortnite, and that's what happens.
That is the life of a comedian.
That's what fucking happens.
You could just paint it into a picture. That's literally it.
Yeah, legitimately.
Maybe I'll start playing. So we did this, I think, last episode, and we've done it again. I didn't do an intro for you. I didn't say who you were. We just kind of dove into it, which is fine. You're the first guest I've had on twice on the podcast, so very excited to have you back on. I may not have told you this, but you've been on before, so you know the drill. Do you have a damn it moment you'd like to share?
See, I didn't think about it.
I should have. That was totally my
damn
fault.
it moment. That's
It's
what's
a
that
damn it on
again?
me.
What's that again?
An embarrassing moment. It could be a drunk moment or it could be a sober moment.
Embarrassing. There's definitely some in there.
You told a Blockbuster one last time when you
Yeah.
jumped out of a moving car.
Yeah,
so I
I'll
don't know
never-
how you're gonna top that one.
I'll never
but
do that shit again. Ever.
As you should not.
Yeah, okay, so I got a couple that came up in this past year. So
Perfect.
so during the summer, I don't know what was different. Yeah, I do. I got twists, and I got plaits, and I got beads on the plaits. And I started acting brand new, and it was. I
became a whole new
I
person.
became a whole new person. I had the plaits with the colorful beads. I was like, and I started wearing do-rags. It was brand new.
I forgot that this existed.
This is completely brand new. The energy, and you know what's crazy? It was definitely a psychological thing because when I took the plaits out, I didn't act that way. But when I took them in and I had the whole get up with the bright do-rags and the bright beads and acted completely different. So
As one does.
yeah, it was definitely a psychological personality change. It was like an alter ego that legitimately came out, and so that Joey just didn't care about much at all. He would just do stuff to do it, and thing. Actually, you know what? He would do things that that I would want to do, but I wouldn't do them. But that Joey, for some reason, had the confidence to just do it. And I smacked the shit out of Johnny Smith in his head just to do it. We were at a comedy show and his head was sweating, and so
So this is the perfect moment.
So I just smacked his head. He was pissed. He tried to act like he wasn't, but I saw it in his face, and I was just laughing.
Was he like in mid conversation?
No,
was he just
he was just sitting there,
casually living his life.
Yes,
Smack.
Yes, because I saw his head was sweating, and something was just like smack it, and I just smacked it.
The voice.
And so
Okay.
I was just doing dumb shit. Like, it wasn't like anything, like when I say he did this stuff that I wouldn't, it was just a lot of the dumb stuff that I just wanted to do or say, and I just wouldn't do it. He was also more blunt than me normally. I didn't think I could get any more blunt. But to be honest, I didn't think I could. But anywho, when I had that stuff in my hair, I would do stuff like, there was one that I actually have it on video, and I was drunk, of course.
Obviously.
And I was on the North Shore, and I went in the middle of the street, and I started doing a dance. Are you guys fond of you guys fond of getting sturdy? Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's a dance. It's a New
Okay.
York dance, and I started doing this dance in the middle of the street. And when I tell you guys, I thought I was fucking that shit up, and because
we
like
have this video for the episode.
Yeah,
Can you send it to
I
me?
can. Yeah,
Please. We need a visual.
So
for this.
can I show you right now?
Obviously, yes.
I thought I was fucking this shit up. I broke it down and everything because like it's with your legs, and so they get low to the ground at times.
Okay.
And when I watch it, I was like, I just looked uncoordinated.
Well, when you have a few drinks and you're dancing, you do think that you're killing it, and you're typically not killing it.
And now, because that's my go-to dance, and so now, I thought, like I said, I thought I was killing it. I definitely wasn't, but I had the confidence, and that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
But
Love the confidence.
later this year, I was doing a vlog, and I was not drunk.
Okay, good.
And Chris Scriva, we went to a skate park, and he was teaching me how to skateboard a little bit. And then he had me go down a ramp. Hold on, is this it?
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, this
to
is
see
it.
this dancing
And
video.
it's just, everything about this post is just disgusting. I don't like. I took this picture. I thought I looked good. I look terrible.
I love
This
it.
is. But okay, I got that. I'm gonna show you the video after I explain the second half.
Okay.
So he had me go down this ramp, and he was like, just lean back and you'll be fine. So you won't fall off. It was a very small ramp. I think I might actually, because I edited a video for it. Actually, I'll show you that too. It was a small ramp, and I did it, and I lost my balance.
Oh God.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. And my left leg came off, and I tried to plant to get it to stop, and it didn't stop. It just, and then my knee bent down and smacked off the concrete. It still hurts till this day.
In the arms of the angel.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What did you do?
Oh.
Hell yeah,
Tony Hawk. Put me in the game.
We're off the air now.
I don't know what was wrong though, because I didn't have health insurance to go get it checked. But it doesn't hurt like it did, so I'm pretty sure it was probably just a bad sprain or something.
Let's hope.
Hopefully. And till this day, like when I try to get sturdy and I try to get low and stuff, I can't. My knee hurts, and so I can't. Like when I just abruptly just go down and pop up, I can't do it because my knee it hurts.
So it's Chris's fault, essentially.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking Chris's fault that I fucked my shit up, and I couldn't play basketball. I couldn't walk. Kind of. I could halfway walk. I just wobbled. I
It's a
penguined.
miracle.
Yeah,
that
I
you're doing the
penguined.
things.
I just penguined that shit for a minute, and it was just. It's Chris's fault, and I don't appreciate it. I don't have anything else to say. It's Chris's fault.
We're calling him out. It's his fault.
I can't find the video, but I edited a video and Chris put it out there, And
Please send them to me.
if I can find it, I will. But I can't find the video. But this is what it looked like.
Was that you falling?
Yes, and people thought it was fake. I was like,
The concern on your face. Can I zoom in for a
Yeah,
second?
sure. that hurt. It fucking hurt.
I'm like not laughing, but like I am. Like it's just so.
I mean, it's funny.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good. He caught you at the perfect moment.
Well, no, he didn't take a picture. So basically, he was just vlogging for me. He was holding my
Oh.
camera. And then, like I said, I actually specifically made a video for that. Oh, you know why it's not up? Because Chris got banned, and so all of his
Oh my
content got taken
God.
down. But I can actually show you the original video is on my it's on my YouTube, so I can actually just send that part. Like I could screen record it and just send that part to you later.
Please do. We need it. The people need it. Need a reference because that photo is hilarious. Maybe we even include the photo.
Yeah, hey.
That's like a gem, quite honestly.
Yeah, this year's definitely been a year for me. And this is me just thinking I was fucking it up. My hair was all messed up.
Oh my God.
It was just bad. Like,
This is definitely like a drunk moment for sure. And I really appreciate it. And you're just like,
Yeah.
you're vibing. Like,
Yeah,
you're
I just
living your
didn't
best
care.
life. Like,
I-
nobody's around. There's nobody else on the street.
yeah, no, there were no cars there. Although, whenever we crossed the street to get to the other side, I started doing it in front of cars. It was just bad.
Well, I'm happy to hear you didn't jump out of any cars. So
Yeah.
that's a kind of an improvement.
Yeah, I will not be doing that ever again.
Probably good for your health and your knee that you don't. Okay, so tell people where they can follow you, find you. Let's shout out the specials again.
You can follow me at Joey Purse on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch,
Twitch.
TikTok, Twitch, Twitter.
Anywhere, literally anywhere.
Yeah, but Twitter is Joey Purse _. Yeah, just Joey Purse on everything, and Twitter is _. And the specials are. The special in Pittsburgh is on February 9th, which is a Thursday at 8 p.m. Tickets are $10. If you would like to buy one, please DM me. I have links, or you could just show up, but preferably DM. And it is at Corner Cafe on the South Side. So
Very cool.
Billy Gardell used to perform there. So
We don't know who he is.
yeah,
but
we
kind of
don't,
do,
but
like,
some
we
of you
don't.
guys might, and that might make you want to come see the room some more. So
Very true. I hope we don't get a lot of hate comments for that. It's gonna be lots of pluses to the Corner Cafe.
yeah,
Wow.
it's actually really cool. They have like a bunch of pictures of entertainers and stuff who were there, and like famous people, and then they have there's a bar there. Because it's a side room, they have a bar, and it's just really cool aesthetically with the lights, a bunch of multicolor lights and stuff. It's definitely a cool spot.
Any picture I've seen, it looks like a cool space.
Yeah,
so
I it's cold as shit, but it's like they don't have heat in the back room.
that's cool. All right.
Pro-
Love being chilly.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I love the cold. I love the snow. I just love sitting in rooms with no heat.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't appreciate a cold, heatless room?
Right. It's, I didn't pay for it. I'm just there. You don't gotta pay for heat, so why would you want it? Because you gotta pay for it.
Heat's unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary, even though we need it to survive. You don't really need it. Who wants to survive?
This has been a very optimistic episode. Joey, thank you for being on the Dammit Danii podcast.
Thanks for having me.
I'll see you guys next week.